Okay. So exciting things happening in Marion County in Florida, in Ocala right now. Like lots of interesting things are happening. You know, we're in a time period where inflation has gone up over the last couple of years. We've also seen, interest rates go up over the last couple of months. So that's been a thing. We've also seen uh, some inventory go up because of the interest rates going up. So, and all of this, inflation, interest rates, inventory, like that's kind of the order of what we're seeing right now and what's going on. And it's going to be really interesting to see what takes place moving forward. And we're going to talk a lot about that today. We're going to talk about sales. We're going to talk about how many homes have sold. Where are we? Like, are we in a time period where there are less sales happening or more sales happening? What exactly are we seeing at the moment? So let's take a look. Let's take a look at what we're seeing right now. How many homes have sold so far, looking at this year and last year, and then, prior years as well. And, obviously inventory, let me give you a little bit of an inventory heads up. Inventory has gone up and we're in like in the mid like 1,050 for Marion County. And, for the folks that have watched, we've talked about this, like 800 has been the low, and then we've gone to 9, and now we're about 1,050, and it's been holding there pretty steady over the last 7 to 10 days. Now we're in the, obviously the end of May right now, last week of May. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the summer. I think our area is a little bit more sensitive to the interest rates. I'm noticing some of the other areas around Florida that are maybe a little bit more resortish, not as affected, but still a slowdown. Pretty much all of Florida has seen a slowdown to the point where now we're seeing not just, I'd say, a lot less demand, but still seeing enough demand that it's not a housing crash. It's not like, oh my gosh, who turned off the lights? It's more of, oh, there's been a dimming of the lights. So really, keep it in perspective. Some people, I think there could be some buying opportunities moving forward. I don't think that we're seeing the buying opportunities that we saw, 2018 and before. But give you an idea. This is a really good clue as to what we're seeing as far as sales. So far this year, 2022, 681 as far as sales, 681 sales. Now, still, most of the sales actually happen at the end of the month. The closings happen at the end of the month. So this number is incomplete. So it's going to be interesting to see how it compares to like 2021. Keep in mind that in 2020, obviously with the pandemic, 532 homes sold, closed in May, but that really relates to traffic 30, 60 days prior to this month, meaning how many people were actually looking, like in March, April, and not that many. Remember, we were in shutdown mode. 879 in 2019, 845 in 2018. Of course, 2021, we saw a lot of sales last year in May. But what's interesting is that the number of sales that occurred May of last year was only a little bit larger than 2019 and 2018 numbers. That's a little bit of a surprise takeaway. 681, we're probably going to end up closer to the 2018, 2019 numbers. I wouldn't expect us to beat this 2021 number, especially with the traffic that we're seeing, a little bit lighter traffic. Last month in April, 938, obviously less than April of 2021. But if you look at March of last year versus March of this year was actually the largest selling month we've ever seen in the month of March. Okay. Looking at, now here's another interesting number. Look at February. February, as far as the last 5 years, biggest month of February in recent memory. And actually, if you look back, really close, really good, really good. Actually, not really close. Actually, February by far was the best month. But then we look at March again, some solid months. there, but still what we're looking at here is this year has been pretty darn close to the biggest selling year ever. Okay. We're really close to that, really matching 2021 numbers. Because if you look at 2021 versus 2022, we're seeing, okay, we beat last year by close to 100. We beat last year in February by, looks like about 50. We beat March of last year by, looks like about 70. April of last year was bigger by about 120, but still looks like we're ahead of the game. It's going to be interesting to see what happens third and fourth quarters of this year. So a little bit different than a lot of markets around the country. Marion County, Ocala, I think has been really inspired by interest rates going up. People saying, oh my gosh, I better jump on. If I'm going to be able to buy anything right now, I better jump on and go do that. I think that's exactly what we're seeing. It's going to be interesting to see now that we're settling into that 5.5, 5.75 range in interest rates, what's going to happen from here, right? So far, inventory going up a little bit, interest rates going up a lot, demand still being heavy here in Marion County. We're going to really pay attention on this channel as far as what's going to happen in the future, because I think it's going to be a telling sign in third and fourth quarters. What happens with interest rates? How does that impact the market? We're going to talk about it here. In case you don't know, if this is the first time watching this channel, I'm Glenn Stein, Realty Executives. I'm the broker here. So if you have questions about anything in Marion County, in Florida, here in the Ocala area, Bellevue, Denellen, that kind of thing, let me know. You can call me at 352-572-3796 for any questions. You can also visit our site, buymidflhomes.com. That gives you access to all the properties that are currently on the available in the marketplace up to like 15 minutes. Like every 15 minutes, it gets updated. So let me know if you have any questions at all. Whatever you need, be happy to help. I think that's basically what I feel like my job right now is exactly that. That's my goal at this point. And if we can help you in any way, just let us know. We also obviously do rentals as well here. So if you have questions about that, we talked about rentals in the past, and just stay here for any of the updated information you're looking for the Ocala, Florida area. And of course, as always, if you can subscribe, that'd be incredibly helpful, and leave your comments in the chat section.